Guys, I'm heads deep into this Ren rabbit hole, and right now we're going to listen to Sick Boy, and honestly, 13 million views. I think it's one of his most viewed one. The location and everything looks so good already, like insanely good. I saw that there is also a short BDS video, but I will post that on my Patreon, which I just started. On there I will post exclusive content such as behind the scenes videos, maybe some vlogs and all that from certain artists, like in this case Ren. You will also have early access to certain videos. You will be able to request songs to me personally depending on the tier, and you will also have voting options to see like which songs you want to hear in the future. So if any of that sounds nice to you, head over to the link in the description below if you want to support me. If not, no worries, you don't have to. By the way, always support the original artist. So let's go.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense?
Okay, so we are already half into the video, but let's go back a little bit because we need to break down a lot right here. So I think the lighting here is pretty simple. They probably have like one top light on top here and then this tube light. And then the rest of the scene is pretty dark, which is very nice because it adds a lot of contrast, and that's very important when shooting a scene, for me personally at least, because it adds a lot of interest to like the whole scenery. And I really like this gritty location because I feel like it really fits the scene. It almost looks like an abandoned cell, like indeed for someone with a psychological illness or just someone in jail, you know? So and here I think they're using, I'm not sure if it's harsh lighting, but it's not the softest. So obviously a top-down light as well right here. And I also think that's the only light they're using here. You can clearly tell because these parts under his eyes are pretty dark, and that's like one of the indicators that they have a light above the character. And obviously also because of the shoulders, which are being lit up very heavily.
Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop.
And the image looks pretty soft, so they either used a specific lens for that, which looks pretty soft because different kind of lenses have different kind of characteristics, or they did some editing in post, maybe like a bit of chroma blur. That's something you could do, which makes footage look a bit more older, a bit more nostalgic. And I think they added a bit of grain in there as well, or it could be some digital noise, which they just haven't cleaned up. But that would fit the entire gritty scene. And this is a very nice shot right here. I really like this one. So again, why this works is because the lighting setup is pretty simple. One top-down light, this tube light, and I think that's basically it. But it's a very nice scene with a lot of texture and a lot of detail.
In the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect in our biology. Essentially, your mind.
Very dope close-up shot. And this background choir? I'm not sure how to say that word, oh my god. But it's so dark and I really like that one. Like those kind of sounds always hit different in my opinion. And those flashing images, so well executed.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown.
I feel like this is something they do pretty often, like these mirror shots, and I really like those because they add a lot of depth to the scene. I'm a real fan of mirror shots like these.
Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Okay, so we missed a huge part. Let's go back.
To pinpoint the exact experience.
I really like these flashing and these fast cuts between her and then the person with like the pig mask. That's very well done.
Is from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away.
And I really like her voice as well because it sounds like it could be like a real psychiatrist's voice. I don't know why I associate it with that, but I feel like that's the kind of voice that you have in your head, like when you would talk to a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out.
And I really like how they're doing that in this video. So on the beat, they're doing these kind of movements and there are these cues to talk on the beats, and I really like that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the overall beat in this video, I actually really like the background singing. And I really like how they use an autofocus element for this because it almost makes you feel like Ren isn't actually there and he's trying to relax to come back, because obviously he's dealing with his situation and everything that has happened to him, which is very unfortunate, man. Such a crazy story.
In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing.
So here we have some handheld shots right here, so not stabilized or anything. And I'm not really sure if this is out of focus on purpose, or if they're using autofocus and the autofocus missed for a small part.
On a cliff in the name of progress, we jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the...
And this here reminds me of the TV show that was on Netflix. It was this 4-part TV show, which I didn't completely watch, but my wife did. And oh my God, what was the name again? With a lot of long one takes. Wait, I gotta look that up. Netflix TV show one takes. Adolescence. Yeah. So the way he's like throwing away the table and kind of flaming and raging against the person. I think she's a psychiatrist or like a doctor or something. It's very similar and it's very nice. I really like that. It looks real, you know.
Virus, you're the virus hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick boy, looking for a fix.
I also really like this shot right here. Clearly they're using some kind of lighting fixture with some flashing effect, because I have such light as well, that they have like this effect called paparazzi, which makes it look like someone is taking photos with a flash.
Boy, push it down in public, quick pose for the pic boy. Record label meetings.
I'm not sure why this hand on the left has blood on it, or isn't it blood?
Modify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
I personally like the second part better. I wasn't the biggest fan of the overall rapping, honestly. Like, I listened to Money Game 1, 2, and 3, and until now, Money Game 3 is my all-time favorite Ren song. But obviously that's personal preference and it doesn't take away from his artistry. Like, the lyrics from these are absolutely fire, like from this song. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a beat or a combination of the beat and then the rapping that wasn't my favorite. But yeah, doesn't matter anyway. I really like Ren overall, and you can't always like every song that much, right? So thank you so much for being here. Please let me know in the comments down below what other Ren songs or other music videos you would want me to break down. And I'll see you in the next one. Kaan out. Peace.